Tiffany, hey, thanks for being on this interview with me.
Hey John, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're here with Tiffany from Elite Construction Partners. Been recruiting for about 4 years or so. Really cool story. You started at the front desk of kind of like answering phones, and now you've done a lot and made a lot of money in a very short amount of time. So, could you maybe start at the end here for people watching this? Kind of what have you accomplished with your own recruiting business? Number of placements, how much did you make, and about how much time did that take you?
So I started essentially in March. I gained my first client at the end of March and then had a placement by May, and a second placement in June. So I've had two placements totaling 33,000 so
In
far.
about five months time ish.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that's more than your day job, I'm assuming, or at least in that
Yeah.
like the type of paycheck. Yeah, congratulations. That's huge. It's funny, and that's I didn't think about this, but that's actually within like right within KPI, like are the KPI for the people in the recruiting accelerator program, especially the 3.0 version that we have now. It's like we tell people first client within 30 days and first placement within 90 days, roughly speaking, and you kind of like checked off those boxes. So
Good.
good for you. And what was the strategy you used to get those clients?
I use the LinkedIn automation.
Yeah. Okay. And how was that for you? Like, have you had experience doing like marketing automation stuff before, or was it all kind of brand new?
It was all brand new and really easy. Honestly, I was very intimidated by it because I'm not a tech person whatsoever. But I mean, I was getting clients while I slept, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like those old like air fryer commercials, like or those like George Foreman grills. Just set it and forget it, or like maybe it's not George
Right.
Foreman. One of those like infomercial. Just set the timer, go to sleep, and the next morning you have a beautiful roast turkey or something like that. Kind of the same
Yeah.
thing, right? You like set the automation on, go to sleep, wake up, you have some clients asking to talk to you, right?
Yeah. It was overwhelming how many clients and
Overwhelming.
calls.
That they want to talk to you, or because
Hmm.
yeah, guys, you signed up a total of what, almost 10 clients ish.
Hmm. I did.
And how many conversations did you have to lead to those 10 clients that what you kind of felt was a little bit overwhelming?
I think I had probably seven conversations with other prospects until I got my first client, but I was booking 4 to 5 calls a week with the LinkedIn automation.
That's so. What's your secret there? Because like that's high. Not everyone. Because we try to say, hey, if you get 2 or 3 calls a week, that's solid. I mean, 2 or 3 calls a week over the course of a month usually leads to 1 or 2 new clients. You were actually significantly above those benchmarks. So,
Mhm.
was it anything that you felt like was your messaging on LinkedIn, your profile, your niche? Good luck, beginner's luck. What do you think it
Maybe
is?
luck, maybe my number of connections on LinkedIn. I do have a pretty high number
Okay,
for a
yeah.
beginner, maybe.
Got it. Well, you're not exactly a beginner. Can you kind of walk us through from answering the phones at the agency you're working at to now kind of about to step out full time into your own business?
Right. Yeah. I started as an assistant 2 half days a week and found a passion for recruiting and never thought I would be able to talk to a client on a phone and actually have them sign an agreement. Then here I am, 10 clients and two placements.
Yeah. And also, I know we're talking offline as well. You weren't exactly like heads down grinding for those 5 or 6 months working your tail off. You were actually on like vacation too, right? Or break.
Right. I took a summer off to spend with my kid.
Right. So it's like, okay, yeah. So 2 placements, 33K within 5 months. 3 of those months, I was actually like on
Right.
break. So that's amazing. It's funny. Like that was always like my dream to see people do this because I've been able, because I could do it, I was able to show people. But like, it's so rewarding. And this makes me feel so grateful, like for you to even share your story, to actually see that you do this because you said the impact is big. Like you're able to I think you said it put food on your family's table and things like
Yeah.
that because those are big checks. You're in big wire transfers you're getting, right?
Hmm.
Um, and and so kind of like what was the day that you decided to actually start your own recruiting? Because you were working part time as a recruiter. Most people never think to like branch out on their own. Like what was your moment where you're like, aha, like I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw the line in the sand. Like,
Honestly, when I saw your free video that you did,
oh
it
yeah.
popped up on a LinkedIn or a Facebook ad, I think, and I watched it and got clients for my day job just from the free LinkedIn video or
There we go.
free advertisement video you
Yeah,
had. So I knew
good.
this would
That
be a game changer and that
well,
I
actually,
needed to
that's
jump
really
in.
cool. Thank you. Like that was my intention actually. Like people tell me all the time, like, why do you like give so much information away in your like free video? I'm like, I don't know, because I want people to use it, and like I wish I knew this stuff when I first started. It would have made my life much easier and more fun when I first started my business, and also like kind of secretly, if my goal is to like have people think, wow, if they get all this for my free stuff, like what did they get if they actually work with me? But you said that the offline, the thing you got one of the most outside the automation was like how the wording of things,
Yeah.
or yeah, tell me how that helped you with clients and stuff. Like give people an example, or what do you mean
If a
exactly by
certain issue
wording?
came up with a client or an objection from a client and I brought it to you, you just had the exact wording and how to phrase it nicely, but still be direct with it. And it always ended up with a signed contract. And one thing you told me was think of your first three clients as a practice call because I was extremely intimidated
Oh,
and shy and didn't want to do a client call, but I use that advice and now it's just like talking to, you know, friends when I talk to clients. It's just easy.
that's really cool. And a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people do feel like, and I think I remember feeling intimidated too, talking to these, people with director or VP titles, right? But really, at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the day, they're just people, and sometimes surprisingly more casual than, like, I'm trying to
Yeah.
be more professional, formal, and they're just like,
Yeah.
but also, I mean, in your construction niche too, right? You get
Right. Yeah.
people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of looking back on your journey now, like how do you feel right now? And we haven't even talked about this, but so right now, as you like, hopefully you can give yourself a little pat on the back, look
Mm-hmm.
back over these 6 months and look back even a couple of years when you first started just answering phones part-time to now running your own thing and working with decision makers, and people trust you and value your relationship as a partner and helping them fill roles that are really high level important. And you even have, like you said, like a COO role that you're
Mm-hmm.
working on now.
Yeah.
That's
I do.
that if that closes, what is that? Like you said, a 40, 50, 60K fee, something
Yeah.
crazy like that, right?
40 to 60K fee.
So how does it feel to look back and just kind of reflect on what you've been able to accomplish in this pretty short amount of time, especially with a
I,
vacation in between or break in
I know.
between there?
I've thought about that a lot because my initial call with Jared, I think I set my goal really low at one placement in a year, maybe making 20,000 in the year, my first year of recruiting. So I don't know. Think back to that, and yeah, I'm proud of myself. Didn't know I
Yeah.
could do it, but and I couldn't have without this program.
Oh, well, thank you. And I'm proud of you too, and you should be proud of you.
Thank
Like
you.
this is a big deal. Like you yeah, like a lot of people who have success in the program do have some type of like edge. Like, oh, they're great with clients. They're great salespeople. They have deep industry knowledge. They've been recruiting for 20 years. They have all this kind of like momentum coming in.
Mhm.
You kind of started from a cold start
Right.
and still had success while on break. Like that's why I'm really excited that for you when now that you're about to kind of enter the new season of your business full time and all in. We talked earlier about kind of leveraging some of the more advanced inner circle strategies for hiring a
Mhm.
virtual recruiter to support you now. Like easy, just within like those things are kind of what I've learned. Are small hinges that swing big doors. I'm kind of looking at your door hinges behind you. So
Yeah.
yeah, like small hinges that open big doors. And like
Right.
you install like LinkedIn automation that swings huge, just swings a big door for client acquisition easier than it would be just like, right, how easy to install that LinkedIn automation and go to sleep and wake up with responsive than it
Hmm.
is like picking up the phone or like handwriting messages, right? So that's
Right.
big, highly leveraged task. And now your next thing of installing a senior recruiter, a virtual recruiter working for you, is also you
Hmm.
install that person once and they'll source for you for 40 hours a week. And right, and then
Right.
they get that frees you up to get more clients. So what's the next 6 months look like for you? What's your goal?
To bring on more clients, make more placements.
Well, I tell you what, whatever number you say, I'm gonna double it, right? Because last time you said the number
Okay.
you gave,
Yeah.
really, you should have double, tripled it. So
All
you
right.
can tell me offline. I'll be like, that's nice. Now multiply that times three.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
I just wanted to, pretty appreciate this time. So if someone wants to get a hold of you, they need help with construction, electrical, that type of stuff, what's the best way for them to reach you, Tiffany?
They can reach me at Tiffany at eliteconstructionpartners.com.
Awesome. Easy. Well, thank you for jumping on. Again, really proud of you. I'm glad you are proud of you too. And can't wait for you to as you go all in now, it's going to be amazing to see, and then can't wait to continue supporting you with your next growth stage of your business.
Thank you. I
Thanks so
appreciate it. I
much.
appreciate all the
Talk to
help.
you in the next coaching call. No, thank you. Thank you for doing the work. You did it. So I'm really, really happy. Thanks. Bye now.
Bye.